How to Travel Iceland. Part 1. Reykjavik, the Golden Circle, and beyond. Nicknamed the Land of Fire and Ice by admirers of its intimidating natural features, Iceland is a spectacularly beautiful island nation nestled in the Norwegian Sea between Greenland and mainland Scandinavia. Iceland is home to active volcanoes, expansive glaciers, and brilliant ice caves. Want to find out how to see all of Iceland in a single trip? Welcome to Limitless. If you're new to the channel, we talk about the limitless ways our world amazes us every day. Hit that subscribe and notification bell so you can be a part of the fun. In this, the first of a 4-part series exploring Iceland, we take you along the world-famous Ring Road in the ultimate sightseeing road trip. So sit back, relax. This is How to Travel Iceland Part 1, Reykjavik, the Golden Circle, and beyond. Quick travel tips. Before you set out on your adventure to the land of fire and ice, there are a few important travel tips to keep in mind. The unprepared traveler can find themselves in very expensive situations if they aren't careful, so it pays to learn as much as you can first. Visas. For the majority of travelers, a tourist visa is not required for entry into Iceland, and visitors could enjoy up to 90 days stay thanks to the Schengen Agreement, a cooperation between 26 European countries to abolish border checks. Always check your home country's travel information before planning a trip. Currency. Despite being a part of Europe, shops and vendors in Iceland won't accept euros at the register. The national currency is the Icelandic krona, and 1,000 of them is equivalent to about $7 or 8 euros. Best time to travel. Summer is the most popular travel season, with all hiking and exploring trails open to the public. It's also the most expensive time to travel, so keep that in mind. If you're looking to see the northern lights, winter is the best time to visit Iceland. It's also the only time that certain ice caves are accessible. Best way to get around. All of Iceland's major coastal cities and attractions are linked by a 1,328-kilometer or 825-mile motorway known officially as Route 1, or by its well-known nickname, the Ring Road. For convenience, the best ways to get around is either by hire car, four-wheel drive, or chartered tour bus. Do's and don'ts. Don't drive off marked roads. Not only can it be a very dangerous activity to drive off-road, it can cause serious damage to the Icelandic nature that can take years to recover. Don't forget to pack warm and waterproof clothing. There's a saying in Iceland, there's no such thing as bad weather, only bad clothes. Do plan your trip carefully, especially when driving the long stretches of the Ring Road. Keep an eye on your fuel level, making sure you're topped up at each gas station. Do drink the water straight from the tap. Iceland's water is some of the purest spring water available in the world. Part 1. The Ring Road. The Ring Road is one of the most well-traveled sightseeing routes in the world. With postcard-worthy landscapes at every stop, travelers from all over the globe descend upon Iceland for the spectacular road trip of a lifetime. The giant circular motorway covers most of the country, except for northern Iceland, the West Fjords, and the Snæfellsnes Peninsula. While technically you can drive the entire 1,328-kilometer or 825-mile Route 1 in 24 hours, we wouldn't recommend it. Not only is driving tired very dangerous, but each pit stop is a glorious adventure, and you need to give each destination time to explore and appreciate. Most travel guides recommend spreading the Ring Road drive over a minimum of 7 days, with generous itineraries allowing up to 10 days. When planning a trip to Iceland, it's important to try not to cram too much into a short period. This is a trip you want to enjoy, not just tick off. When it comes to picking a starting point, there are no rules, but the popular route begins at the nation's capital, Reykjavik. Reykjavik. What better location to start your exploration than the vibrant, colorful city of Reykjavik? Its name translates to Smoky Creek, in honor of all the steaming geothermal vents in the surrounding fields, but downtown is where the city really shines. An eclectic mix of restaurants, art museums, bars, historic churches, and unique shopping breathes a colorful life into the streets, regardless of the weather. Once you've done exploring, it's time to set out on the first part of our tour, known as the Golden Circle, a popular route between 3 of Iceland's most visited attractions, the THINGVELLIR National Park, the Geyser Geothermal area, and the GULLFOSS waterfall. THINGVELLIR National Park. 47 kilometers northeast of the capital is the world-famous THINGVELLIR National Park. There are a few things at this stop to get excited about. The UNESCO Heritage-listed site was the backdrop for the HBO epic Game of Thrones, and it's easy to see why. THINGVELLIR is the meeting point of the North American and Eurasian tectonic plates, which creates some stunning geological sites. Gorges and sheer cliff faces show the literal edge of continents as they meet. There's also the Skolafoss waterfall, the Reykjavik glacier, and THINGVELLIR, Iceland's largest natural lake. Geyser Geothermal area. The next stop on the list will take you just under an hour to drive from THINGVELLIR. Tucked away in the Reykjavik Valley is the Geyser Geothermal area. On the drive-in, you'll notice steaming vents and chimneys rising from the fields, but the show is only just getting started. The first of two geysers you'll see is named the Great Geyser and is the earliest documented geyser in Europe, with activity dating back over 10,000 years. Unfortunately, the Great Geyser is inactive and only rumbles back to life when earthquakes strike. Just a short walk away is the Skolafoss Geyser, and here you'll see eruptions every 6 to 10 minutes, shooting a column of hot water as high as 40 meters or 131 feet into the air. Also, in the surrounding Reykjavik Valley, you can find various hot springs, bubbling mud pots, and other small geysers. GULLFOSS waterfall. On the next pit stop, just a short 10-minute drive away, lies one of Iceland's most famous and iconic waterfalls. GULLFOSS, translated to Golden Falls, is a two-stage waterfall cascading from the Footwell River down 32 meters or 36 feet into the GULLFOSS Canyon below. In summer, approximately 140 cubic meters or 459 cubic feet of water surges down the waterfall every second, casting a beautiful spray of glacier water upon sightseers who dare to get a close-up look. SELJALANDSFOSS. Heading back down south, we rejoin the ring road and we continue to the next stop on our Iceland adventure, the SELJALANDSFOSS waterfalls. Located only 100 meters from the roadside, you can actually see these gorgeous falls while still in your car, but you're gonna want to pull over and take it all in. The most impressive part of these falls is a pathway that stretches around it with wide caverns set into the cliff behind the falls. This makes for some spectacular views that almost don't look real. Often forgotten and only a short distance away is the hidden Gylllfoss Falls, a 40-meter cascade tucked away in an expansive canyon obscured by cliff faces. Skolafoss. 30 minutes east along the ring road and we find ourselves at another iconically stunning and Hollywood-famous locations. Skolafoss is one of Iceland's biggest and most beautiful waterfalls, with a width of 25 meters or 82 feet and a cascade of 60 meters or 197 feet. Directors and filmographers flock to Skolafoss to capture its haunting beauty. It's played backdrop to the History Channel's Viking series and Thor: The Dark World in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. At the eastern side of Skolafoss, you'll find one of Iceland's most famed hiking routes, the Fimmvörðuháls Pass. The 22-kilometer or 14-mile trail takes you along the Skola River, between two glaciers, Mýrdalsjökull and Eyjafjallajökull, before ending in the beautiful Forsmok Valley. DYRHOLAEY. If you've seen enough waterfalls and hot springs for one day, DYRHOLAEY is the change of pace you might be looking for. DYRHOLAEY is a promontory sitting 120 meters out of the ocean. The name, meaning door hole, makes complete sense as a giant arch cuts into the base of the outcropping, eroded from millions of years of headland ocean currents. From the highest point, an absolutely breathtaking view awaits you. To the north, you can see the Mýrdalsjökull glacier, and to the east, you'll see the beautiful black lava sea stacks named REYNISFJARA. But that's near our next and final stop for this video. REYNISFJARA. If you're looking for an alien landscape that's somewhere between stunning and terrifyingly beautiful, then the black sand beach REYNISFJARA is a must-see location. Years of volcanic basalt has turned the sand on this iconic beach a jet black. Eagle-eyed television fans will recognize the shoreline as a shot of Eastwatch by the Sea from Game of Thrones. Here, you'll also find the ancient Halsan of Seljar cave, which has sheltered weary travelers for hundreds of years. Looking out to sea and you'll notice 5 basalt spires reaching 66 meters up from the ocean surface. Legend says that the rocky stacks are the result of giant trolls who didn't get back into their caves before sunrise, turning to stone. The reality is a little less exciting. REYNISFJARA was originally part of the main island, weathering and eroding over millions of years. Well, that's it for part 1 of our Iceland travel guide, Reykjavik, the Golden Circle and beyond. Have you ever done the Ring Road Drive? How long did it take you? What was your favorite stop? Let us know in the comments. If you've enjoyed this video, please give it a like. We really appreciate you tuning in. If you want to check out part 2 of this series, before you leave, make sure to subscribe and click that notification bell. You've been watching Limitless, and we'll see you next time.